He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Snap it to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Vols are on the move. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. No huddle offense to the line.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Parks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense in press coverage. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Rising. Gets it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Utes want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
What a great job by this defense. You get the third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4-pound, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown ball!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Parks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right at it.
Makes the grab down the left side. Afterburner's coming. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. They'll go to the ground. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games.
Deep shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Coming after it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're trying to get to him. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into traffic, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already.
And he intercepts it. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
First down to start the drive after the break. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's rising. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Utes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's White. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Ncaa. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteer!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to throw too many hitch routes into man coverage like that. The DB was all over that throw, and that was easy for him to swat away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stanley. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Rising. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
Got it in the middle, it's Parks. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They keep attacking through the air. Throws to the back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking downfield, it's Rising. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's McCoy. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Back to pass. It's Rising. Fires to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field and cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. A third and long coming up here. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They are undaunted by going 0 for their first 3 fourth down attempts, and they'll try it again. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Utah.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Wants to throw. It's rising. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ready to go back on the attack. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Dropping back, it's rising. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The aerial assault continues. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Snagged in the middle. It's Keefe. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
To the air, it's Rising. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utes. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Vols will hustle to the line. In your own territory, 4th down. No problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they got him for the sack. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Steps away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Volunteers are on the move.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation.
He lets it fly. Wide open. He makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Scanning the field, it's Rising. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for the punt.
And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Got his man quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. That throw and catch are really... With why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tennessee 42, Utah 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to Ev.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? He'll set up to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw.
Touchdown, Utes! And the comeback is on. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The sure hands, it's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to Pater. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Parks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Keefe. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to...
The expressway is wide open. The tag! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to pass. It's rising. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Smash! The stiff arm gets him loose. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They get to the line quickly. To the ground. He's got it again. Tough. Physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Getting some heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Caught over the middle. It's White. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Pocket starts to collapse. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Vols have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, this is almost icing the cake, right? Like late in the 4th quarter, you're up by 2 scores. Exactly what you want to do. Get a stop. Now you force a turnover, get your offense back on the field, and now you want to do this. Tick, tick, tick.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.